What's good, guys? This is Spicy Crisp here, and today this is going to be a reaction video of the Diesel Petches video called "Yup, You're an Idiot." This is a critique video on the CrimesNewRoman video, the slop tuber drama to school shooter pipeline thing, and I took a look at the original video itself. I would disagree on Noah's takes. He's kind of trash already. That's the impression I'm getting, and I'm gonna be reacting to the Patches video. I want to point out that that niche feet fetish stuff, it's not gonna make the video like serious. Like, I'm not taking that serious, bro. Please put some socks on, bro. Or like, yeah. Also, Noah from CrimesNewRoman, if you're watching this, I would like to formally challenge you to boxing, 16-ounce gloves, 5 3-minute rounds or 3 rounds if you don't got the cardio. But knowing your ideologies, there's probably like at least a 99% chance you're just too scared and you will probably get knocked out real badly. So yeah, there's some parts I want to watch here.
Being Noah reviewing a mass shooter's manifesto that includes the names of certain content creators, where he insinuates that Turkey Tom's content is somewhat responsible for the shooting because his content served as a stepping stone for radicalization. Noah insists that Tom deserves all the focus because he's mentioned twice, where the shooter claims in his manifesto that Tom pushed.
So this guy wants to like cherry pick that Turkey Tom is like responsible for the all right wing pipeline, but it doesn't change the fact that this shooter did consume Idubbbz and Hassan Piker content and Candace Owens and all those content creators. So I'm not sure how like pushing like Turkey Tom and Ruben Sim yeah, I think that's just a ridiculous claim.
Him into the alt-right, and because Tom is the focus, Noah repeatedly brings up the fact that Tom's name is in a manifesto written by a mass shooter.
Just like all the pseudo-intellectuals and gamer chuds whose content, through the conventions of their genre, participate in
and those gamer chuds are making fucking bank off revenue with them views. Oh my god, bro.
Ecosystem that functions as important infrastructure in the pipeline to radicalization. And Tom's name in that manifesto is the smoking gun I knew would show up eventually. Tom is the through line of—
So yeah, there's the cherry picking. He just thinks like Tom is totally responsible for all that. I just find that ridiculous completely.
My analysis, because he is the creator of the Antioch shooter specifically.
Oh wow, there's the sock. Holy shit,
there's
dude.
reason
I didn't
Tom's
even
name
consider that
was emphasized in that manifesto. The particularly astute and cute of you out there should realize I am highlighting this because Think Before You Sleep tries to make the link between Long and TYT structurally identical to the connection I'm making here with the Antioch shooter and Turkey Tom, a mass shooter who consumed a creator's content, except the evidence he brings is just like my sanity after talking about this for so many hours. Basically non-existent. With all of this, I'm hoping now that the Antioch shooter's journey, viewed through this odyssey of a framework I have laid out, makes more sense. Not as some sudden conversion to the horrible brain space he ended up in, but as a gradual acclimation built from a foundation that we see in his list of influences. That shooter's network not only included just the super extreme Terrorgram and 764, but content like Turkey Tom's.
However, when looking at the other names included in the manifesto, Noah attempts to frame the inclusion of Idubbbz and Hassan Piker within the shooter's manifesto as individuals that were simply talked about in these alt-right spaces. They're not part of the problem, unlike Tom, even though the title straight up says.
So yeah, the cherry picking is there. This guy is running defense for Idubbbz already for being a glazer, and Hassan glazing is crazy too.
People that radicalized me the most, but I guess it's entirely different for Tom because he's mentioned twice, and that's why Noah decided to run with the narrative.
Another bit of the video I want to find.
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have properties there
choose love this shit, dude.
Yeah, kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry, holy shit.
How's to say that in the video game part, you know, just to avoid the termination. But yeah, it's still damning, dude. Like, come on. That's
creator,
sad.
like showing a now deleted video from Turkey Tom back in 2019. So if that's not an issue for Noah, then that begs the question, why didn't people like Hassan receive as much coverage for their contribution to this supposed radicalization? After all, his name is also in the manifesto. As I said before,
I like the part where in Roman video, at the end he like tries to predict like what other internet commenters would insult him on, that he's an Idubbbz simp, Pokimane simp, and Hassan simp. So by that logic, this guy just literally admitted that he's those things. Like he just ran defense for those guys.
Idubbbz is given some favorable bias as well, and based on the pinned comment, you can probably guess
Oh yeah, there
why
it
Noah
is.
was so adamant
Yep, there's the glaze, dude. Oh my god, bro.
to defend
No
Ian's
shame,
honor.
bro.
Boom. Thank you, big man. If you wanted to talk about this stuff, my emails are wide open. I mean, a good chunk of this 2-hour-plus video goes over
Yeah, that's probably some sad ass cloud chasing, bro. Not gonna lie.
the commentary community's reaction to Ian's downfall, but Noah chooses to omit crucial information in order to put Ian in a more favorable light. The worst thing Noah says about Idubbbz is,
Personally, I think Idubbbz never should have tried to documentarize Hyde, but that's just my opinion.
and
I would agree on that. Idubbbz should not made that Sam Hyde documentary, cause like if he knew that bro was gonna get punked, he wouldn't probably upload it to begin with. And I think it's smart that Sam Hyde like dropped his video after Idubbbz documentary dropped as well.
most of you have been on my channel long enough to know that Ian naively platforming Sam Hyde is far from the worst thing he's done. So what exactly
Yeah,
dampers
pretty
Noah's
much.
critique
There's
of the commentary
worse things that
community?
Ian
Well,
did.
let's find out.
During the period where Idubbbz was making documentaries on different internet personalities, they were pretty good. I liked them. To give some context on who Sam Hyde is, he is a longtime internet figure, and eventually
Okay, I'm sorry for pausing the video so early, but I like
It's
a
a
big
very
toe
good
kiss as
point
much
to
as
laugh
the next
at
guy,
as well.
but it's kind of distracting listening to this guy explain his talking points while he has his dogs out. Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, well, I'm not a feed person. This stuff is offensive to me. Yeah, get that out of here.
Noah's epic takedown of the commentary community is also mixed with an episode of iCarly showing off the little Piggly Wigglies, along with projecting deviant art posters of bare feet. Hell, this guy even has a separate video where he blasts Doom music while just showing pictures of feet for an entire hour. This doesn't really have anything to do with Noah's arguments. I just thought it'd be interesting to bring up.
Oh yeah, what's the point of having that shit in there in the video, bro? Like, there's literally no purpose of that. Come on, man.
Because it's really fucking gross. So Noah starts the Idubbbz segment by criticizing people like Turkey Tom, who claimed that Ian's documentary on Sam Hyde was a hit piece.
Oh yeah, I want to say this right there. It is a hit piece. Like, Idubbbz tried to embarrass Sam Hyde, and it backfired on him real bad. It's kind of embarrassing.
To portray Sam in a negative light. Honestly, this part of the video doesn't really have much substance, considering it is reasonable to claim Ian wanted to make Sam Hyde look bad, and jumping on someone for thinking that is just kind of whatever. In the next Idubbbz segment, Noah insinuates that the majority of the hate Ian and Anissa receive is due to misogyny, and the old argument of Ian refusing to scream the N-word anymore.
fall is, of course, everything that came after. His progressive political shift, his public vulnerability, his relationship with his longtime partner Anissa, which I cannot underemphasize how much these guys hate her. By the way, like if you search her name on YouTube, every video is some weird hit piece oozing with misogyny. Like some channels will have absurd amounts of
He claims misogyny. So I just want to say this right here. The reason why I have no respect for Anissa Joma, she is a pathological liar. She stole money from charity, and she also doesn't like her own husband. So I mean, I don't know how I could respect that. So yeah, just pointing that out.
video on these guys. It's just really pathetic. Idubbbz himself has importantly disavowed, apologized for, and distanced himself from his slur-slinging audience.
Okay, yeah, one more thing. Let's see. I just want to point this out too. Idubbbz is still 0-2. Yeah, 0 dubs. 0-2 dubs. Yeah, this guy can't win a boxing match. Fucking L. Doesn't even want to commit to the training, dude. Like, seriously, man. This guy had like a whole goddamn like empire of the event, and then it all crumbled instantly because, you know, Anissa is a reckless spender just trying to put up these galas just to prop themselves up, you know. It's pretty embarrassing. Didn't even respect the sport of boxing. So it's, yeah, that's kind of sad, bro.
To many that any sort of good faith research from Noah for why the Jomhas received backlash is completely.
Oh wait, okay. So what I understand from this section, this guy like agreed on the Idubbbz take that Critical is part, or he like propped up this new wave of the alt-right pipeline, which I completely disagree. They also point out that was it Critical is he did criticize like all the Federation agencies, including ICE and the Donald Trump administration, which is very much a progressive take. I just don't understand like why at least guys like them, like they just don't think he's on their side. Like, come on, bro, that's so ridiculous. Holy shit.
For alt-right radicals who plant seeds such as
this is exactly what the left wants. Kirk died so we could thrive.
Or something along those lines. I get that Noah's argument is that the alt-right pipeline isn't explicit and includes multiple steps. However, there's just simply nothing here. You can say, I believe this to be the case, all you want, but you and Ian have absolutely nothing to prove, and that Charlie is some secret vessel for the alt-right.
This goes back to my point.
So yeah, not even Idubbbz provided any evidence that Charlie's like a right-wing person, so I mean, that's a bigger embarrassment.
About people not understanding
Space logic, yes, because planting seeds for an alt-right invasion doesn't require consistent ideologies, which is nothing but dipshit logic. Yes, all of these videos mean nothing, but this one video from 7 months ago that doesn't prove shit.
Oh my gosh, guys, I think Critical embraces the alt-right.
Believe it or not, but making videos that criticize popular alt-right figures and positions multiple times will indeed impact how your audience responds to the alt-right space, even more so than failing to include an assassinated political commentator's positions when discussing political violence one time, which again means nothing. As I said, Noah fails to provide any sort of positions or comments from Critical to prove he's a vessel for the alt-right, just like when Ian initially made that argument.
it requires that the genre's conventions
So it's just another bra moment, cherry pick moment with like no sources cited and like nothing to back it up. So come on, that's an L.
that edginess be rewarded, that empathy be rehearsed. They are.
Doesn't embrace any of these attributes.
The overlap is real. It's how the same people can watch Moist Critical make this video on Charlie Kirk, but also hang out in Asmongold's stream chat while engaging in bigotry towards inclusivity at the Game Awards. Is what I would say if I wasn't fucking lying to you, because this stream chat is actually Moist Critical's, not Asmongold's. I'm fucking right about this. Idubbbz is right about this. The fact that you could think that this could be Asmongold's chat when it's actually Moist Critical's?
I disagree, dude. Like that's just wrong, bro.
Think.
Whoa, dude, you totally owned us. Look, guys, Critical's live chat includes people saying, whoa, the alt-right is taking over. This is your...
So yeah, like this kind of like chat, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like it should be open for like every viewer instead of subscribers only. So yeah,
magnum opus of proof that Critical's audience overlaps with the alt-right. Like, I can just tell your ego was orgasming when he did the little switcheroo tactic.
See, guys, I told you Asmongold and Critical are basically the same.
Well,
yeah, I feel like that part was just a massive nothing burger. Like who do you own, huh? Come on, bro.
why don't we compare how Asmongold's audience and Critical's audience responded to the shooting of Renee Good? As we can see, under Asmongold's video, the top comments are justifying Good being shot by the ICE agent. Is what I would say if I wasn't fucking lying. See, guys, this top comment section isn't from an Asmongold video, but... No, wait, that's exactly what this is. Well, I'm sure when Critical gave his take on the situation, his audience responded in the exact same way. I mean, just look at how all the commenters spout completely different positions.
Here to speak on Renee Good. You mean like the video in general? Because that shit is horrible. I still can't believe that anyone thinks that that was defensible action from ICE. And of course, Charlie is a lib. It is incredible how someone can watch a video and depending on like their political brain, they'll see two different things. An ICE agent putting himself in front of a vehicle, and when the vehicle starts moving, putting himself in front of a vehicle, like the least smart thing ever. That is like the anti-protocol. And then when the vehicle moves and turns to the right, just immediately starts blasting, then it's like, yep, justified. I don't know how anyone watches that and think that that's fine in a sane society.
Wow, it's as if using a screenshot from a live chat is not concrete evidence of the emergence of an alt-right pipeline. What a shocker. And you came to this conclusion because Critical's live chat has people saying the word woke in it.
Oh my god, guys, this was what Idubbbz was trying to warn us about.
This is the best evidence you could come up with that Critical has invited in the alt-right. And by this logic, am I allowed to claim that Hassan opened his platform
just
for
so
anti-Semitism because his live chat spammed heart emojis while he read the manifesto of the guy who killed 2 Israeli ambassadors? There is absolutely nothing else suggesting Critical is a vessel for the alt-right, and there is way more evidence to actually suggest the opposite. The quote-unquote exceptions are much more substantial in regard.
Canyon's one of these guys who's like, he's on the precipice,
right? Where
So yeah, Idubbbz was mad because Meat Canyon didn't make any like political like animations. So I guess I don't know if the Hassan Piker Asmongold section of that was it Discord video. I think that was funny, bro. Come on, like I bet Idubbbz is like just fucking pissed himself when he saw that video, bro. That clip was so hilarious.
he kind of like he's for the most part he stays in his own lane, very apolitical type, but
Oh yeah, that's
you
the
get
part
vibes.
I'm talking about.
You get vibes. I wouldn't say he's sus, not at all. But it's like the Charlie argument, right? Where it's like, yeah, I don't think he's like toxic or anything, but I think it enables like a lot of like shitty people.
Ian is just talking out of his fucking ass, and you're the idiot for thinking there's some validity behind his statements. And now, obviously, the
Yeah, I think yeah, the Idubbbz glazing is just so crazy, dude. Let's see, I don't know what else I want to talk about. Like just like seeing this guy's kind
Stupid.
of mad embarrassing.
that video is on my side channel in the next day or so. Wow, Critical must have done something extremely heinous and inexcusable for Noah to react this way. I wonder what this new information is about. I've seen some of the comments talking about how Charlie is fine and not capitulating to the right-wing audience, as if he didn't just post a random Gamergate-style video talking about a random game review that he dislikes just a couple days ago. You guys can't see it, but I am currently rubbing my eyes right now. What video are these two fucknuts even referring to? It might be the worst review I've ever seen. A video where Charlie criticizes an IGN reviewer for giving Mouse PI for Hire a 6. And this is somehow tied to the alt-right. I am actually at a loss for
So
words.
making a criticizing IGN just makes you what alt-right? I guess that's cringe. IGN is notoriously trash. They have been for like I don't know, a decade at least, maybe longer. I'm not sure. I don't really utilize IGN reviews when I'm buying a game. If I like the game, whatever I want, then yeah, cool. For Mouse PI, I had that wish list since it got announced. I really would be interested in trying it out if it's good. I heard it's like I hear nice things about it, low key.
How did we even get to this point? This video is just Charlie dunking on IGN for what he believes to be a piss-poor review of a game. But you see, guys, criticizing IGN for having a dogshit take resembles Gamergate, and Gamergate is automatically alt-right. So if you've ever criticized IGN, well, guess what, bigot? You just participated in white supremacy. The world's strongest swordsman, in both name and reality, actually called out Noah on his bullshit. But Noah's response takes a discussion from 2 brain cells to 1. The obsessive anti-game reviewer / anti-IGN trend that exists today can be directly linked to Gamergate.
Bruh.
Obsessive? It was one fucking video criticizing an IGN review, and your dumbass associates this with the alt-right? Are people not allowed to criticize IGN reviews without someone like you going like, this looks like a pipeline? What is wrong with you? What kind of person thinks this way? Get those fucking feet out of my face! In the next Idubbbz segment, Noah brings up the 3rd cognitive phase of the alt-right pipeline, which is dehumanization, and many commentary channels fall under this category because they view another person's suffering with detachment. And what example does Noah use to prove this being the case?
The transformation of human beings into content. Now, obviously, this isn't something that is exclusive to this genre, but
So like making videos on other people like is dehumanizing. Okay. I disagree on that take. This guy's wrong.
when put in conjunction
That's
with
it,
everything
yeah,
else I am
pretty
painstakingly
much.
laying out, it becomes a little bit of an issue. Mun's 3rd phase, dehumanization, the cognitive shift that makes violence against outgroups conceivable, is typically discussed in terms of explicit ideology. Rhetoric that compares groups to vermin, diseases, or subhuman categories. Real Nazi shit, or gamer girl shit. Shameless plug. But dehumanization
So it's totally progressive for Idubbbz to like send Ethan Klein skulls and shit. Holy shit, bruh.
does not require explicit rhetoric. It just requires the ability to view another person's suffering with detachment rather than empathy, which they like to so frequently mock.
Even though I don't have empathy like Idubbbz, it's interesting that all of his descriptions of his guy
Train.
Has empathy for people.
It's a reference to Ian admitting that he only understood the
Oh, yeah,
concept
the
of
meme.
empathy until
Okay.
way late into his adult years.
I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability empathy.
Whoa.
And I'm very ashamed to admit that. It sounds really pathetic to say at the
It is fucking pathetic.
The idea of a grown man not even thinking
That's a crazy Papa gut take. I would agree on. Yeah, for real. Yeah, Idubbbz is for real pathetic, bruh.
about how other people feel until he reaches his 30s is incredibly absurd, and that is why it continues to be a running gag. Also, many people
And yeah, I think I hope people will continue to laugh at that shit indefinitely for all eternity, low key.
including myself, do not believe Ian's empathy is genuine.
Well, who are you to say that?
Someone who notices that his actions
Yeah, this
contradict his
part's good.
discovery of empathy. Some examples to support this include laughing about someone getting sent skulls to their house, choosing YouTube drama over your own charity event, screwing over
And stealing the money too. Just gotta point that out. They stole
everyone
money.
involved, along with those who could have received donations. But my favorite empath moment
shit.
has to be of Ian pushing a false allegation of a father molesting his own children as a joke. It's ironic because Ian is portrayed as a victim in this video, yet the characteristics Noah labels the commentary community with could very well also be attached to Ian. And this goes back to my main point that Noah's favorable bias of creators like Ian is one of the main reasons why his video almost falls completely flat. In conclusion, I think Noah hurts his own credibility with how he presents information and certain creators within this 2-hour-long video.
Oh my God,
There
the
is
hand
legitimate
to the
criticism for
feet,
the commentary
bro.
community,
Come
but it's hard to
on,
not be
bro.
distracted by Noah's obvious bias and omission of context.
Okay, wow. What a beautiful take, man. Oh my God. So anyways, Noah, if you want to do that boxing match, I'm down for the smoke. But yeah, if since bro is Idubbbz glazer so badly, I don't think he would even commit to training. Or last thing, I just want to remind you one more time, Idubbbz is 0-2, just so you guys know. That's all. Anyways, there's not much I really gotta add to, except at least from what I understand, CrimesNewRoman just he just made essentially what would be considered a Turkey Tom hit piece. That's how I view it. And yeah, but Noah, you could just put the feet away. Come on, man, you could do better than that. So anyways, guys, this was Spicy Crisp. Good night.